G by Juliana is for the confident, fashionable, amazing woman. She can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
What really separates a house from a home? A home should provide comfort, coziness, and convenience. Join me on Monday nights where I'll be giving you great ideas for your home, your kitchen, and your life.
They say home is where the heart is. So when I'm at home, I want it to feel warm and welcoming and full of things that make me smile and make life just a little bit easier. So join me every Tuesday for your weekly look at the latest ways to make your home a haven.
Last year, we went on a nationwide hunt to discover the next exciting new product that would join the QVC and HSN family in the Big Find. This year, we're doing the same thing, only from a distance. And it's all going on right now.
My hobby had to become a business.
You're getting a big ticket today. Congratulations!
Until we announce this year's winners, go to hsn.com now to find great deals on the Big Find winners from last year.
I was always an active person. I've always been physical. To have that come to a screeching halt was something I really couldn't live with. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I was totally a grumpy old man. When I got my Teeter, that's when it all changed for me. And the more I worked my back, the more relief my back gave me. And that's when I knew that this machine really works. It's so simple and yet so effective. If it wasn't for the Teeter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teeter, I would cry like a baby because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. I didn't know you were going to be here.
I love my job, and it's because of testimonies like yours. I wrecked my back, and Inversion changed my life. This is not a gimmick. We're not just selling product. We're selling a changed lifestyle.
Yes.
So many people have written off their ability to move freely because of old age. No, it's the long-term effects of gravity combined with lifestyle, posture, and a whole lot of other things. Teeter's a way to fight back against that.
I can't thank you enough.
And those are the type of reactions that we honestly have seen over the past decade or two at HSN. My name is Marlo Smith, and thank you so much for watching. We're gonna be talking about the Teeter Inversion Table. If you love the Teeter Inversion Table, and you've had great response to the Teeter Inversion Table, we want to hear about your experiences. Call us now. Our testimonial talk line is open. That number is 1-866-376-8255, 1-866-376-8255. We would absolutely love to hear why you love the Teeter Inversion Table. This is called the Teeter Fit Spine X3 Inversion Table with Flex Tech Bed. This is the best price that you have seen us offer, best price anywhere. It's sold elsewhere for about $449. One of the things that you need to know out the gate is that this is FDA registered. And I want to read it clearly, okay? It is designed to help. The Teeter decompression devices are indicated for temporary relief of back pain, muscle tension, degenerative disc disease, spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal stenosis, herniated disc, spinal curative due to tight muscles, sciatica, muscle spasm, and facet syndrome. Using this inversion table can help temporarily decompress the spine. Using this Teeter table can temporarily realign the spine and joints. It can help the disc to temporarily rehydrate, and it can help enhance flexibility. You just set the height, you set your angle. If you want to invert, you lock in the ankles, and in 3 to 5 minutes a day, you've never felt so good. We have Roger Teeter that's gonna be joining us. I want you to see him, and most importantly, I want you to do two things. I want you to call the show and tell us why you love it. But I also want you to wish him a very happy birthday, because Roger, although you're upside down right now, I understand that today is your birthday. Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Marlo. You know, I've shared a lot of birthdays with HSN. I remember, what was it, when I first started, I remember getting out in front of the screen and saying, I'm 60 years old and I feel great. Well, now I can say, I'm 82 and I feel great.
Wow.
Happy birthday,
oh my. Oh my goodness. Joven and Cohen. Yeah, my 11-year-old and my 8-year-old, my ski buddies. Oh, these are the guys I go snow skiing and water skiing with. So when I say bring those grandkids on, these are the guys I'm talking about. What? And believe me, you got to hang before they come over.
Well, they're quite handsome, Roger. They really are. Well, we not only want to celebrate your birthday, I think this is such a real opportunity, Roger, for people who haven't had a chance to hear your story, to learn about the benefits of inverting, to not only get this table at home at the best price that we've ever offered, but to really get real relief. Because as you know, Roger, there's so many people that are suffering, that have so many challenges and can't get out of bed, and are really looking for a wonderful natural way to be able to target the relief and the pain that they seek. And this has been our #1 solution now for more than 2 decades.
Absolutely. You know, the traditional way of dealing with back pain is to deal with symptoms. You know, your back's still screaming, you just can't hear it. Now, what good is that? Teeter deals with the issue naturally at the source in just 3 to 5 minutes. I mean, that's the secret. It's decompression. You got a pinched nerve, herniated disc, degenerative joint disease. Take the pressure off. That's what gives you that immediate relief from back pain. And, you know, Teeter also helps the disc to rehydrate, the spine to realign and stretches and relaxes all those tense muscles. You know, this is you inverting. Now, you don't need to go to full inversion to get all the benefits. The first thing you're going to find is those stressed out shoulder muscles letting go and the tension running out your fingertips. And as you relax, you're going to elongate 1 to 2 inches. That's a real number. I'm not exaggerating. As you elongate, that spine's going to straighten out. Other misalignments straighten out. Here's the secret to most back pain injuries. Take the pressure off. Pinched nerve, sciatica, herniated disc, degenerative joint disease. By the way, that's the same as osteoarthritis. And when you take the pressure off, you also encourage the disc to rehydrate, and that's how they get their nutrition. They don't have a blood supply. They're avascular. So their nutrition is when you are under low pressure and they can absorb moisture and nutrition from surrounding tissue. And you think that happens in bed? You're going to find out when you're in bed, sound asleep, your spine is still pressurized to 25% of standing body weight because of the ligaments and muscles that encompass it. Teeter takes that pressure down to at or near 0, which is why 3 to 5 minutes makes such a difference in the revitalization of those discs through hydration. Well, you must be very proud because this not only is a customer pick, there are more than 400 reviews and the rating is about 4.8. I mean, those are statistically extremely high reviews on this product. I mean, after all, we are talking about hanging upside down. This is so impressive, Roger, that you've been here. Longest piece of fitness equipment that we have offered in the history of HSN, almost having very close to a near perfect review with over 400 reviews. I'd like to take a moment to invite you to not only call our testimonial talk line if you love this, but I definitely want to invite you to order. This is a very special offer. We're celebrating Roger's birthday. This sale price is the best price that you're going to find on the market. Best price anywhere. Everywhere else, this exact model is sold for $449. You can do the math there. That's a tremendous savings here of over $120. And we are offering free shipping and handling. You have 5 months to pay for it. That's instant. You qualify instantly for the 5 months. Just use a major credit card or PayPal. It's $65.99. And
with our holiday return policy, if you're buying this as a gift for yourself or for your family or for your home, you now have until the end of January for a full refund. So you have 4 months to make a final decision or get your money back. Couple things also, we are streaming live on Facebook. So I'd love for you to wish Roger a happy birthday. I'm not gonna be able to answer any questions, but certainly if you wanna wish him a happy birthday, I'll give you a shout out. We would love that, so make it quick and short. But I want you to take us on a tour, Roger. There's so many people that have seen these tables. This is a newer model. Will you take us on a tour of how it works, all that goes into the assembly of it, and all of the rigorous testing that you do on these?
Wow, that's a long list. So let me start out with assembly, because I hate assembly. And I am so delighted to be able to tell you that it breaks down into 3 major components. This part, all these small parts, fully assembled out of the box. Also, the bed is fully assembled. There we go. It's fully assembled, although you do have to put these hinges in. They just snap in place. But this gives you an additional control. It's very important because let's say you're 250 or 300 pounds, your own weight adds to the responsiveness of the table. So you want to slow the table down, make it less reactive. Then you use the bottom setting. But let's say you're only 110 pounds, 125 pounds, you need more responsive table, so you put it in the top setting. You know, so that gives you kind of a one-time setting. I'm putting it in the middle setting. The A-frame is also fully assembled in the sense both spreader arms are on, all 4 corner feet. The easy angle tether straps assembled. What do you got to assemble? Okay, you got to put on these 2 oversized or upgraded handles, 3 machine screws, 1 bolt, that's it. There are also 2 bolts associated with packing. They're not really assembly, they're packing bolts. See how that snaps together? You know, you'll spend more time getting it out of the box than you will using it. Now, it's adjustable 4'8" to 6'6". Your height in centimeters and inches is right on the main shaft. You've got a comfort dial foot platform. I don't know if you can see this, but this gives you space for larger shoes, smaller shoes, and then the ankle supports. This dark back covering is a hard structural material, and then there's a ½ inch of foam that's ergonomically shaped to fit your ankle. This easy reach handle, this is a big deal. This is something that was actually developed for our clinical use, but it's micro adjustments to get that perfect fit. And something I'm really proud of, and what has actually generated the fact this is a new look and a new name, is this completely re-engineered bed. Over the years, people have said, we love what the Teeter does for us, but it's, you know, I wish it was more comfortable. Well, you cannot put foam on an inversion table because it interferes with decompression. You need a surface that allows body slide. Just think of your kids going to a park and going onto a slide, and they're going to slide down the slide, and what's on the slide? Memory foam.
Yes.
They're not going anywhere. They're just sticking the foam. Well, it's the same thing if you put foam in an inversion table. So that doesn't work for comfort. What we did, completely re-engineered. You see how the bed is lifted off the frame. There's like a 3-inch space here. And we mounted it on 8 rubber ball bearings, actually, so that the bed floats. I don't think you can see that, but you sink in about 1.5 inches. And I know you can see this. The bed rotates and moves with you. So it's kind of like a hammock suspended on these 8 rubber ball bearings. Okay, so then we've got the lumbar bridge. This can be positioned in any one of these locations, controls the curvature and partial inversion, but it actually has a more important use, and that is by putting it low, it kind of grabs your butt and squares your hips. Now, it's very important because your hips and pelvis are the base of your spine. So like when a chiropractor first takes a look at you, they check and make sure your hips are square. This squares your hips for you before you start inversion. And then the acupressure nodes, there's 8 of them, 2 of each of 4 sizes. They have little wing nuts, and they can be put anywhere on these slots. And these are your thumbs, the thumbs that you wish somebody could take and push on those knots in your back. So you just put them in the right place, and you can hit those knots and pick the right size. And then The decompression surface, highly engineered. My favorite upgrade, traction handles. This allows you to go to a shallow angle using the tether strap stopping you. You stop at any angle you're comfortable with, and then you can push on these handles and actually use arm pressure, muscle strength to further decompress your body as though you were in full inversion. This is 150 upgrades totally since we started on HSN, and I came in it when I was 59 years old.
Oh, wow, wow. And all this time, this inversion table keeps getting better and better and better. As we've talked about, there are more than 418 reviews, perfect 4.8 stars. That's an incredibly high rating, and you get to buy it today on sale. This price is the best price I've ever seen. I've worked here for over 2 decades. So at $329.95, if you've ever wanted to buy one, remember, keep in mind, 5-year full warranty on this inversion table. I think it's worth repeating that. 5-year full warranty on the inversion table. I mean, you go to buy an appliance and you'll get a year, 9 months, 5-year full warranty. That speaks to the quality of what we're delivering to you. I know that Roger has worked alongside with the military. I mean, you would be surprised if you're just tuning in. I want to go over the benefits because we know that when people see this inversion table and they see people hanging upside down, they go, why in the world would anybody ever want to do that? Let's tell you why. FDA registered. Benefits.
Yeah,
right? Temporary relief of back pain, muscle tension, degenerative disease, disc disease, spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal stenosis, herniated disc, spinal curative due to tight muscles, sciatica, muscle spasms, facet syndrome. This is just the beginning. People over the years, and if you've got a testimonial, we want to hear it, have told us about the relief that this provides them. Roger, you've got to tell everybody about your story. I know when I met you years and years ago, for people who are just meeting you for the first time, talk to them about how you got into this business.
I wrecked my back. You know, when I say wrecked, I actually, Marlo, that was like 45 years ago. I wrecked my back, and on worst days, I couldn't even get out of bed. I had to actually crawl hands and knees into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up. I tried everything to get relief, and that went on for like 5 years. Nothing I tried really worked until I found inversion. Now, the relief I got was temporary, but it lasted longer and it was more effective than anything else I tried. And by doing it on a regular basis, I've been virtually pain-free for 40 years. And you know what the best part is? I wrecked my back running the slalom course. That's water skiing, running through the slalom course and falling under those conditions. You know what I'm doing this last summer? I've been on the water. I've been water skiing over 60 times, many of those in the slalom course. And I love, you know, it would be impossible for me to be doing at 82.
Wow.
What wrecked my back in my early 30s, actually late 30s. To be able to still be doing that today would be impossible if it wasn't for regular use of the Teeter. And I can't emphasize enough that it's a maintenance program to help keep youthful flexibility and function and also prevent the accumulative injuries that come over time through car accidents and what have you. If your spine is healthy, you can take a lot of hits and not actually cause any injury or damage, which can then later on accumulate and become a serious problem.
Well, I want to make sure everybody understands that this is the premium model, and for a limited time only, you get to buy this at the entry-level price. That is a big deal when you combine the two with, of course, our holiday return policy that gives you until the end of January. It's a real win, and I think it's such an incredibly important opportunity for so many of you who are seeking relief. Now, this is Linda. Linda is our model, and you can see that she's gone to full inversion. You don't have to, and you can still get the same benefits without going to full inversion. But remember what we're talking about. We're talking about just 3 to 5 minutes a day. 3 to 5 minutes a day. You never have to go to full inversion. You can just get the benefits beginning at 20 degrees of rotation. Read the hundreds of excellent reviews on our website. You just set your height, set your angle that you want to invert, lock in your ankles, and you are good to go. Free shipping and handling and a $65 Flexpay. We've got to let you hear some testimonials because literally millions and millions of people have been helped out. This is the real deal. I don't care what infomercial that you see that's out there. This is the one that even physicians recommend. We're going to listen to one now.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves. There's less compression with the facet joints. And the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
Yeah. I love what the physician said because we all know someone that's dealing with some type of pain and they're in constant agony. And what better gift to be able to give them to help them temporary relief pain, especially in a natural way. This is an amazing gift to be able to give. We've made it really easy for you to place your orders with us because we're offering this on what we call Flexpay, which simply means that you get interest-free payments over the next couple of months, and everybody instantly qualifies. You don't have to apply for anything. There's no approval. It's instant. And we give you 4 months to make a final decision and $120 off and a 5-year full guarantee on the warranty on the table. So everything is aligned for you to be able to get this at home and give the relief to someone that you love or for yourself. But I want to take this a step further. And Roger, I'm going to ask you to walk us through it. I know that we had the Deckinson Study. Tell us a little bit about this study and why is it important for us to understand the benefits of how inversion ties into this study?
Well, the Deckinson Study is a study done at Gothenburg University in Sweden a number of years ago, and it explains what gravity does to our body. That bright light is the location of a surgically implanted pressure sensor, pressure reading in the upper right-hand corner. And since everything we do goes through our spine, the pressure in the spine is absolutely critical to being able to have a healthy and mobile life. Bend over, it doubles. But you knew that. You know you got to be careful when you bend over. Do you know that? 50% higher load sitting in good posture. You ready for the recipe for back pain? There it is. 2.5 times the loads. Sitting is the new smoking. And what are we doing today? We're at home. So many of us are sitting more than ever. You know, that pressure, that load of sitting in poor posture goes right to the lumbar spine. Now that last 25%, that goes to bed with you. It's not caused by gravity in this case. It's caused by the construction of the spine. You have hundreds and hundreds of ligaments. You have 140 muscles in 4 layers. They stabilize the spine, but they hold it in background compression like rubber bands. And those rubber bands are very strong. To overcome those rubber bands and help those discs to rehydrate, for the spine to realign and get all the benefits of decompression, you've got to pull traction equal to 60% of your body weight. Now you can do that by going to the angle of the rear legs, or you can go to a shallow angle like this and use the traction handles and further decompress your body mechanically. But if you take the easy angle tether strap off, this is the angle you need to work up to. Now, if you're only going for, say, stress relief, that's one of, you know, the number 2 reason people buy the Teeter, it's stress relief. It's very effective at giving an oxygen wash to the upper body, clearing the mind, helping meditation. You know, you don't have to go beyond this angle to get all the benefits of stress relief. But if you've got a herniated disc or a sciatica or degenerative joint disease, you're going to need more traction. The greater the angle, the greater the stretch. This is the magic angle, and you're going to know you're there because your hands go right on this grip, and you can help pull and push yourself into shape. And I still use the traction handles even at this angle, you know, further decompressing. It just feels so good. Now, full inversion, you don't need to go here. But believe it or not, 50% of regular invertees do
because once you get used to inversion, you're as comfortable as, being at your desk. I read look at my cell phone. I read emails upside down. It's really no issue. But the real magic is with your new elongated body, because you do lengthen, remember, 1 to 2 inches. You have the flexibility of a much younger man, and you can just move around so much more freely. And you can also turn the Teeter into a workout station if you want. This is the toughest crunch in the planet. Inverted squats, sculpt the glutes, strengthen the hamstrings.
Look at you, Roger.
When you're 82,
that's
like
amazing.
I am today, it's functional fitness that counts. That means joints that work so you can keep up with the grandkids. And you saw how active those guys were when they ran in at the beginning of this show. But you get off the table, and even if you don't jump, you'll feel like you can.
I want to be just like you, Roger. I'm almost, 30 years younger than you are, and you have more energy. Your posture is incredible. I mean, to see you even do those sit-ups at 82, I mean, what could be more inspiring? But the truth is that that's why this is FDA registered. It is an incredible piece of equipment. This price is the best that I have ever offered it. It's $329.95, and I have to encourage you, it is the best price anywhere, sold everywhere else for $449. So sold everywhere else for an additional $120. And I don't know if you'll even get all of the accessories. I just want to remind you that you are not only, you're obviously getting the inversion table, but you're getting all of the wonderful acupuncture nodes at the front, so now you can customize it. The DVD, and that used to be an upsell, but it's now included. This DVD is just designed to help you set everything up properly, but we explain to you how easy that is. This is going to be that incredible lumbar bridge accessory that now comes with it. And then you also get the pillow to go along with it. And you've got 4 months to make a final decision, which I think is really great. Oftentimes when you're buying something off of an infomercial, or even if you're buying it in a store, right? You get 30 days to make a final decision. And quite frankly, our return policy is usually 30 days. Your timing just happened to be really perfect because we've moved into our holiday return policy. So any gift that you're buying now until the end of the year, you now have until the end of January for a full refund. And I love that for you because I understand this is a big purchase, right? It is an investment, but your health is your wealth. And I love when Roger shares his story because I remember years ago, I've worked with Roger now for over 20 years. And I remember when he was in the car accident. I remember how he's been able to fight back. And look at him today. Today's his birthday, 82 years young. So he is absolutely a walking, breathing testimonial. But I know that this has provided such great temporary relief for so many of you. And so I do hope that you'll buy it and that you'll take advantage of it because it's such a great win, and especially at $65.99, and to be able to get those instant and free Flexpays. So let's hear from others. I know Roger has shared his stories, but I want you to hear from Bob. He's gonna share his story with us, and I hope that you'll connect with him. Let's take a listen.
I love to golf. I walk 18 holes of golf every Sunday. I was hurting all the time, and golf was a chore. I wasn't hitting the ball that well. I saw the Teeter commercial, and I saw one of the guys saying, he inverts and gets out and he plays. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. After like 10 or 12 days, I was fully inverting, and I'm flexing on it, and I'm like, wow, it's giving your spine a mini vacation because you're taking all that pressure off of it, letting it stretch out. It's given me a lot of motion back. My pain is reduced. My outlook is great, and I'm hitting the ball the best I've hit since I've been playing golf, since I was 30. I'm jazzed. I'm just, Every Saturday we take the grandkids for like 5 or 6 hours, and pretty much anything they want to do, I can keep up with them, and that's huge. I mean, that's quality of life. That's big stuff. You can't buy that. I mean, and that's what you want to do. Teeter helps me lead the physical life I want to live. I don't just endorse stuff unless it's made a big change in my life, and this is one of the things that's made a big change in my life.
So I absolutely, this is the first time I've heard Bob's story, and I love his stories, right? Bob is in the prime of his life, right? Finally retired, finally can spend his days doing what he wants to do, right? He's a golfer, and that's what he loves to do, and he wants to spend time with his grandbabies. But if you can't do that with the energy that you want and without some of the pain, it's not worth it. This gave him back, of course, the freedom to be able to live the life that he's always dreamed about, to be able to take his grandkids with him on the golf course, to be able to do the walking with his wife. And that's so important. We hear these stories all the time. We've heard from everyone from nurses to truck drivers, people all age range. You'd be surprised. And remember, our testimonial talk line, I would so appreciate you calling us. If you love this Teeter inversion table, maybe you've watched me over the years, you certainly have watched Roger over the years, share your love for this inversion table and tell others what this has done for you. You've made it a customer pick. I invite each of you. I know it's a big investment and it's a big purchase, but please read those reviews. There are hundreds of excellent reviews on our website, and we don't go in and edit them. We don't go in and edit them, and when you take that with this incredible price of $120 savings and $65 to be able to get this top of the line table at home at the entry level price with all the accessories, it is a big win, and it's an exciting opportunity to really change someone's life. So one of the things that I spoke to you about, Roger, is I know the rigorous testing that you guys put these inversion tables through. And I don't know if we mentioned it, but I want to ask you, are there any weight restrictions for these tables? I don't know if we addressed that earlier, but I feel like I should ask it. Are there any weight restrictions on these?
Absolutely. It's a 300-pound maximum user weight. But in order to have UL certification, you know, Underwriters Laboratory is an independent company that writes specifications for safety. You can see that UL sticker. This is a specification written specifically for inversion tables. And in order for the Teeter or any inversion table to pass their spec, every component must be cycled 30,000 times. There's your weight answer. That's 1,200 pounds. Wow. In order to have a 300-pound user weight, it has to hold 4 times that, 1,200 pounds. That cycling you saw is 300 pounds cycling 30,000 times. Now, you may think that's an overkill, but a lot of people love to rock back and forth. It's hypnotic. Lights down, music on. It is hypnotic. Here, this is the cycling test. That vertical line on the right with the writing, that's what the UL safety engineer says the product has to meet if it's going to be safe in their estimation. 30,000 cycles. That long blue line on top is ours. We went 40,000 cycles and stopped it for time. It didn't fail. In fact, I jumped on that table and did sit-ups after 40,000 cycles. It was totally structurally sound. Look at the lookalikes. And they do look alike, but they use the wrong steel. They use ordinary steel. Look at those. There are 4 widely distributed lookalikes, catastrophic structural failure at around 11% of spec value. I'm talking about torn, bent, and broken metal. And you can actually experience this yourself with ordinary steel. Take a wire coat hanger. That is an ordinary steel, and bend it back and forth. You can break it in 1 minute. That is a fatigue failure. And that's what happened to those inversion tables because of the cycling. We use high carbon steels, heat treated and key components to engineer that out. My background is aircraft design, and I've been educated on how to engineer out, fatigue failure. I also, that last testimony with Bob, he was talking about how his golf game is improved. Yes. That's one really important side benefit to inversion, not just getting relief of back pain, but it improves flexibility. In fact, get on the internet and check golf and inversion, and you'll see a study that we didn't do that showed how, I think 16 average golfers dramatically improved their game because of improved flexibility. And of course, that applies to life, because for gardening, for anything you do, you need flexibility. So there's so much that you can do on the internet. You want medical studies, check out Newcastle University and inversion. You want to know where inversion got started? Enter Hippocrates Inversion. Yes, the father of medicine, 400 BC. He clamped the Greeks by their ankles and hung them upside down. You know why? To get rid of back pain, of course, but why did they have it? Too much sitting, weak muscles, and stress. The exact same thing that causes us to have back pain today, or a major contributor, combined with poor posture and being slouched over. That. Remember that sitting? Sitting is the new smoking. You're lean forward, and you're putting high pressure on points in your discs, and that can lead to injury and to pain very easily, especially if you're not active, because when you're not active, the muscles that support your back are becoming weaker and less able to do the job. So it's a downward spiral. Teeter is a way to recover from that, to improve flexibility, correct posture, something you can see in the mirror, and give you that sense of freedom where you think you can, I'm now able to start being active again, and then that returns the tone of the muscles on your back, so it can be a spiral. It can be an upward spiral instead of a downward spiral.
Well, that's incredible. Well, Roger, we only have about 22 minutes remaining in the show. I think now's a great time to do a little bit of a reset. We are featuring for you the Teeter Inversion Table. This is our newest version. It's the X3 Inversion Table. So this is the one that is really beefed up, has tons and loads of features. It's one of our higher end models. Of course, we get to share this with you at an introductory price. My name is Marlo. Roger Teeter, of course, is our expert. Today is his birthday, by the way, so happy birthday to you once again. He is 82 years young today and so inspiring. And we get to offer to you one of the highest reviews. I mean, there are over 418 reviews, hundreds of excellent reviews, 4.8 stars out of 5, which is excellent when you consider what this does, the price on this. Those are tremendous, tremendous reviews. And it is really because it changes people's lives. It really does. When you talk about pain, even though it's temporary, this has made such an incredible difference. Remember, this is FDA registered. I know that I've said that a lot, but how this will temporarily decompress the spine, realign the spine and joints, how it helps those discs to temporarily rehydrate and help with flexibility. There's no comparison. We're talking 3 to 5 minutes a day. I mean, for the cost of a few massages, you can have something in your home that you can use every single day, you and your family. And we can deliver to you with free shipping and handling in less than $66 on a credit card, and it comes with a 5-year full warranty on the table. So you can check all the boxes today. If you've watched for a while, maybe you just never went ahead and put this in your shopping cart and checked out, do it today. We want you to listen to more physicians, because as Roger talked about, and I love that he shared sources for you to go do your research and to read about, but let's hear from another doctor. This is Dr. Maddow. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Pain that I was experiencing was all-encompassing. It was very discouraging for me. And that's when I really became my own advocate. I figured, no one's going to care about my back pain as much as me. And that's when I came across the Teeter Inversion Table. The anatomy, the physiology, the research, it just all made sense. It was simple. And the first thing I noticed when I got off my Teeter Inversion Table was like, wow, this is great. That really, it stretched it out. And I really noticed a big difference, that something is happening here. I use my Teeter every day. I stretch, I listen to a little music, I breathe. It's something I look forward to. It makes me feel good. I love my Teeter. It's one of the best investments I've ever made.
That's fantastic. And Roger, I want to make sure that you have a chance to comment on Dr. Maddow. Any words that you want to piggyback on what he said, Roger?
Right, I just want to add to it. First of all, it's a maintenance program. He does it on a regular basis. That's really important, because when you keep your spine healthy and flexible, it can take some bad moves and some hits, if you will. Car accidents are less likely to cause damage. If you've thrown your back out, it's commonly something that you've done 100 times, like picking up a laundry basket, only this time your back goes out. And you think, how can that be? I've done it 100 times. Well, it didn't just happen then. It's the injuries accumulating over a number of years. Could be car accidents, sports accidents, and things like that. But if you keep your spine fit and supple and healthy and the disc well hydrated, then those minor accidents and twists and turns and bad movements are less likely to cause any damage, which can accumulate later. I got Spiny out here because it's so important you understand some basic things. These discs are the fluid-filled shock absorbers of your spine, and they're constantly changing their fluid content. When you're upright, your own, either standing or sitting, your own body weight squeezes moisture out of these discs. Over a day, these discs become thinner. You will lose, 3/8, half an inch in height. Yes, you're shorter when you, at the end of the day, that's why your pants get tighter. That's a compression wrinkle. It's not lunch. You get in the car to drive home and you adjust the rearview mirror down because you're shorter. And then in the morning, it's up. Yes, during the night, the discs rehydrate. But remember the Deckinson study, they're still pressurized at 25% of standing body weight. So the rate of rehydration, and again, hydration is how they get their food. They're avascular. They do not have a blood source. So all their nutrition and consequent health is dependent upon absorbing surrounding tissue. When you're in bed, they will absorb
Have you got the energy? Come on out.
Nutrients slowly. But when you invert with the teeter and bring the pressure to at or near zero, that's what accelerates the hydration and why 3 to 5 minutes can be such a dramatic difference. One last point, the spine is kind of communication central between the mind and body. That's the mind and body connection. Everything, communication between the brain and the body goes through these nerves. A thin disc can mean a pinched nerve and compromised communication. And you might feel it as pain down your leg, or if it's a neck problem, you might feel pain out your shoulder, or maybe you don't feel pain at all because that nerve just doesn't have that, responsiveness, but at the same time, it has communication problems. It's compromised communication. This aging spine, this is life on this planet. This figure is not gaining weight, but he sure is changing body shape. He's losing height. This is, of course, the long-term effect. And there's the daily version of it with the, look at the middle-age spread. A lot of that middle-age spread is not weight gain, it's internal organs winning the race to the floor. Here's the big deal. Yes, he's lost his figure, and that's bad, but the bigger problem is that the height loss is in the soft tissue of the joints. That's where his flexibility is, his shock absorption, his ability to move youthfully. People give away their age by how they move. And poor posture is unattractive. I mean, those are bonuses you can see in the mirror, along with improved flexibility, improved circulation, stretching and relaxing, helping you keep your original body shape. Teeter is a way to fight back against the harmful compression of the body by gravity in just 3 to 5 minutes.
It's interesting, Roger, as we look at you, and I want to keep the cameras there on Roger. Look at Roger's posture. No, I'm serious. Roger, turn to the side a little bit. I mean, that's beautiful, beautiful posture. I mean, you're standing tall, upright. I mean, we all know that gravity is pulling down on us, but your body has such a youthfulness to it, and I know that you attribute it, of course, to inverting.
On a regular basis. Everybody thinks they've got a better posture than they do. They stand in front of the mirror and in their clothes and they're looking good, and then they walk away and immediately go to their default posture, which is head forward, shoulders rounded, the way you spend most of your day in front of a computer, slouch sitting, and your body adapts. Poor posture looks bad, but it's worse than that because it puts high pressure points on your discs, and those over time will lead to pain and injury.
All right, Roger, I'm going to get in there for a moment because we are very fortunate to be able to have Cheryl from Florida calling us with her experience.
Great.
Hi, Cheryl, it's Marlo. Please meet Roger and let us hear your story.
Well, hi.
Hello, thank you for calling.
It's so nice to be able to talk to you and Roger.
Oh, the pleasure is ours.
I absolutely love the Teeter. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience to be able to use it every night.
When did you first buy it, Cheryl? How long have you owned it?
It's been probably less than 6 months. But I got it because I have a role. Last year I was Mrs. Claus, and when you bend over and speak to children, your back is continuously in this position, and I couldn't get comfortable at night. And after I purchased this, it just made a world of difference in the way my back felt.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And Roger, this is what you've heard now over years, how it makes such a tremendous difference.
It does, and thank you so much for the phone call. You're my pay. You're my birthday present.
Cheryl, thank you so much. We love hearing your testimonial. Thanks for taking a moment out of your day to share that with us. And I think we can relate, right? She was Mrs. Claus. You know how it goes, right? You're getting all the kids, putting the kids in the lap, hearing what they want Santa to bring them. And after a while, that can be very grueling on anybody's back. So take a moment. We only have about 12 minutes remaining in the show. I actually have a special guest, Roger, that I want you to see and meet. You know her, but look who's inverting over here.
Hey! Happy birthday, Roger, by the way. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
I decided to come in and do a little inversion before I went on.
I love it.
Why not relax, right?
I know. So Suzanne is going to be coming up with football. She's dressed in her Eagles from head to toe. Do they play tonight, Suzanne?
No, they got beat again.
Oh, again.
Please.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Girl.
But you know what? One of the things about inversion is that it provides relief from stress.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Football stress.
Football stress.
Well, at least Eagles stress.
At least, well, I'm the Ravens, so we won. So
yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah, I know. But I just want you to see. Here's Suzanne's getting ready to do a 2-hour show. Popped right on it. She's like, I'll invert, right?
And you know what? And I set it up so quick.
You did.
Because I looked at her, I said, you want me to just come out and do it real quick? Because I love being on it, right?
Yeah.
So I said, hey, Marlo, I said, you want me to set it up real quick? And literally within what? It took me 30 seconds to adjust the leg.
That's it.
And what I love too, to be honest with you, is especially if you're a newbie, notice I'm not going way back.
Yes.
Like I think people get so freaked out when they see people doing that whole
upside down
thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm never gonna go there. But I want you to see, it's literally stopping me here.
Yeah.
And you already get the benefits of it at this position.
Which is nice. And don't you feel always in complete control?
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I just have to squish my knees down a little bit, and look, it just comes right back up.
Yeah,
so you feel really balanced and comfortable.
Yeah. I'm so happy. Thank you, Suzanne.
Sure.
You're such a rock star in every way. But Roger, I want to go back to you because I know that this is a special offer for your birthday celebration. It's Roger's birthday today. So thank you, Cheryl, and thank you all so much for joining us. We're featuring for you the longest running piece of fitness equipment in the history of HSN. You think about all the years and all the literally tens of thousands of products that we have aired here at HSN, and this inversion table has outlasted them all. You get a 5-year full warranty on this inversion table. 5-year full warranty, best price that you can find anywhere. This sells everywhere else for $449. It's $120 savings. That's a nice amount of money to save. Hop on in there, only 10 minutes remaining in the show. Spread those payments out over 5 months, free shipping and handling. That's saving you an additional $43 and change. And you've got 4 months to make a final decision. You will know day one, but you now have 4 months. That's our return policy. That's incredible. 4 months, a 5-year warranty, $66 to be able to get this customer pick at home and to get the relief FDA registered. I mean, it really is an opportunity for millions of people who are suffering to be able to get that temporary relief. I want to cover what this targets, Roger. I know that we get new customers every few minutes. If someone's just tuning in, tell us about the benefits of inverting.
Well, it's a temporary relief of back pain, and it's back pain caused by 10 serious but common causes like sciatica, degenerative joint disease, which is the same as osteoarthritis, herniated disc, Bow's disc, slip disc, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis. You know, and Teeter gives relief 4 different ways. It stretches and relaxes the back muscles, realigns the spine, helps the disc to rehydrate, and it takes the pressure off of pinched nerves. And it does it in just 3 to 5 minutes. You know, once you bring your disc to at or near zero, they rehydrate much, much faster than when you're in bed. You can turn the Teeter into a workout station if you want, and which is not for everybody. But it's for young, it's for old, it's for top athletes, it's couch potatoes. We make a whole line of equipment for athletes, for people from 6 foot to 7'6". We were asked to build those. You know who they're from. We have 100 professional baseball players, 16 people on the golf circuit. We have rugby players off that island next to New Zealand or next to Australia, and these soccer players. Look, those people that are really active, they have to give their joints a break, because everything you do, running, jumping, twisting, turning, gardening, yoga, Pilates, any of these things are compressive. They're all compressive. They all have great benefits, but they're compressive. Teeter is decompressive. It's the missing link. It gives all your weight-bearing joints a break, not just your back, but ankles, knees, joints, hips, and it does it in 3 to 5 minutes. You know, it is a life changer. Please do some research on it. This has not been done in a closet. 400 BC, Hippocrates and inversion, check him out. You know, golf and inversion for flexibility. U.S. Army and inversion. The U.S. Army Fitness School did a 6.5-year evaluation where they had everybody in basic training hang 5 minutes at the end of the day. That's like, 40, 50 people in each class, 4 classes a year. Everybody hung upside down for 5 minutes at the end of the day for 6.5 years. And you know why? Because the running and jumping during the day would cause mislocations, misalignments, and compression injuries. And if they didn't give those injuries a chance to realign themselves, people would be out of practice or out of training the next day because of swollen muscles that stabilize the misalignment. That mat that you're looking at, that are exercises that came from that 6.5-year study. Is 25 different figures that show what we learned through that 6.5 years. The first column is what we suggest for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then advanced, which was what again came out of the U.S. Army training. In fact, Fort Benning called us up again just a few months ago and asked for a team to come down and retrain their NCOs on the merits of inversion. It is a life changer. It is not done in a closet. Do some homework. Look, you can't live on this planet more than 20 years and not know what gravity's doing to you. It's pulling everything south. It steals your figure. It steals your height. It steals your flexibility and shock absorption. Teeter is a way to reverse that. It's a way to fight back. You've got to be curious what the Teeter could do for you in getting your flexibility back and being able to do the things you love to do. Like, I've been water skiing, as I said earlier, over 60 times this last summer and running the slalom course.
That's incredible.
This is recreational skiing, and that's fun, but it's nothing compared to the slalom course where you're really running high loads and high speeds. And that would be impossible if it wasn't for the inversion table. Well, it changed my life, and I believe it'll change yours, but you've got to give it a chance. And there's 5 months that you can try it and before you got to send it back. Fact is, most people see the benefit in the first or second session. In fact, the very first session, you can relax. The big thing is you relax because you're going to elongate. Your feet are clamped, and you're going to find your head sliding down the bed as you become longer, and your waistline gets smaller because it necks down as you get longer. So the benefits come just as fast as you can relax. The more the angle, the more the benefits. But you can go to a shallow angle, use the traction handles to decompress your body as though you're in full inversion, or you can just work up to this angle here, which is the magic angle. That'll give you all the benefits. You don't have to go to full inversion, unless you really want to try some of those sit-ups.
Yeah. That's a nice challenge you put out to everyone, for everyone, Roger. I do want to make sure that everyone understands that you, as Roger mentioned, you don't have to go to full inversion to get all the benefits, and we're only talking 3 to 5 minutes a day. So for the few minutes that you'll be on this, the payoff and the reward will be enormous. So I just learned that this is the final show of the visit. So I don't believe we have any more shows scheduled, and I do want to urge you. This
is an absolute final show. So much we haven't covered. We got a new app, the Teeter Move. Check it out. It is instructive. There's tutorials. There's testimonies. It is totally free. It is a brand new app, Teeter Move. Check it out. I got to mention a couple accessories really quick. We talked about that mat that gives you all your training. Here's some of the things on the Teeter Move. On-demand videos. I mean, there's so much good stuff that can remind you of what I said and what your goals should be, and be able to boost the results through the instructions that are given there. Lots of exercises and movements, so it's a huge plus.
All right.
Teeter, Move, free download. I'm going to mention a couple of accessories really quick. We've got a massage pad that fits on any table ever sold on HSN, 10 motors. You have a hand control with 50 controls, Velcro straps attach it to the inversion table, whatever model you've got, and also to your chair. Also, our most popular upgrade is the neck restore. This is an acupressure technology. You know, we are all bent forward so much over the small screen that we have what is developed called a new name, a tech neck. And that's because these small muscles that control the angle of the head get so stressed out, and so many people have discomfort and pain from that. This deals with that. This is not a pillow. You can have a Velcro strap and attach it to the bed, or you can do it in the inversion bed, or you can do it on the floor in the bed. And the idea is that this blue rubber here, and that's not a pillow, is put right at the very top where the spine attaches to the skull, where those muscles are. And when you lay on it, what you're going to feel is it's going to say, oh, 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 and ah. It's designed to put pressure on those they're occipital muscles, and just get them to let go, and it's extremely effective at that.
So Roger, I want to chime in there because we only have about a minute remaining in the whole show. I do want to invite everyone to go to your HSN page. So you can search Teeter on hsn.com. All of the accessories that Roger mentioned, you can see all customer picks. You're more than welcome to go there. If you want to buy our high-end inversion table at this incredible lowest price anywhere, $329.95, 5 flexible payments, free shipping, 5-year full warranty, final show, final chance to get that $120 savings and the free shipping and the 4-month extended holiday return. Roger, it's been an incredible visit. We definitely are inviting everyone to please continue to shop. I don't know when the price changes, but I imagine that it will probably change fairly soon. So I definitely hope that everyone will react and get in and take advantage of the great benefits. Happy birthday to you, Roger.
Thanks. I love my job. You know, it changed my life so dramatically. And my 70 and 80-year-old friends saying, what are you doing this at 82 for Pete's sake? Your daughter and son-in-law are running the business better than you ever did, and they are. I'm doing it for this reason.
Well,
it's changed my life, and it'll change yours.
We love you, Roger. Enjoy your birthday. Everyone stay close. Suzanne is in the house, and she's ready to talk some football. So if you want to talk football, call now. Our testimonial talk line is open. Her outfit is so super darn cute. And ooh, I like what you got there, girl. Ooh, she's got some new stuff coming up. So stay tuned. Football coming your way with Suzanne next.
What happens every night at midnight? We launch our very best value of the day.
Definitely the Today Special always got me excited because it's always at a great value.
I definitely watch for the Today Special at midnight. Whether or not I need it, just want it. And this is the one that you've been waiting for.
The Today Special is very tempting to shop.
I'd pop in online just about every day. I know it's a good value. It's our top selling Today Special ever.
It gives me that extra push. You know, it's a no-brainer.
With the power of HP from HSN, reinvent how you work, how you play, how you live. Technology that makes life better for everyone, everywhere, and deals designed for every budget. HP on HSN and at hsn.com.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm to skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
Love reading reviews from fellow HSN shoppers? Reviews help everyone shop smarter, so share the love. Find the perfect legging? One-of-a-kind necklace? Go ahead, dish. Search Write a Review on hsn.com to learn how to leave a review from your HSN account. We may even use it on air. All of our reviews are from real HSN customers and verified purchases. We want to hear from you. Search Write a Review on hsn.com now. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Hey, you're watching HSN, and I'm Suzanne Runyon, and I've been so fortunate now for, I guess this is really going on my 15th season, to host our football shows